What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about Proverbs 27, verse 21. I know I've been kind of busy on Proverbs 27 and 28, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. So I hope this finds you well and that you will come to appreciate this. This is not preaching. This is just me sharing an opinion. Okay, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here just to share what I've learned by reading the book of Proverbs and the book The Hard Way by Brad Lee. I would highly recommend you read the book of Proverbs for yourself and get what you can out of it. Reading the Bible is always a good thing. You can't go wrong with that. Proverbs 27, verse 21. The crucible is used for refining silver, the furnace for gold, but praise is what tests a person's metal. This is a different version. It says the crucible for silver, the furnace for gold, but praise is what tests a man. So when you get praised, do you get puffed up? Do you start believing and be like, look, you should have confidence, but you should not have arrogance. And there's a difference. When you're getting praise from someone, receive it and say, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But also understand that I'm on the path just like you are, and I'm grinding just like you are. I'm not better than you. I'm just a little bit more. I'm further down on the race. I'm further down on the road. So if you understand that, you say, yeah, I acknowledge I have greatness. I'm great. But it's a long, hard road, and I got more work to do. So I'm busy working. Receive it, say thank you, and just get back to work. Understand that you got a lot of work to do, and it's okay in a moment of someone's praising you, just to receive like receive that energy, receive that praise that somebody gives you. But don't stay there. Say 2-3 seconds and then move on. Okay, and now it's time to get back to work. It's okay to receive it because someone's blessing you with their words. So receive that. Okay, Proverbs 27, verse 23. 27, verse 23. Pay attention to your flocks and the welfare of your herds. So, Proverbs 27, verse 23. Okay, pay attention to your flocks and to the welfare of your herds. Riches, and the very second verse said, riches do not last forever, nor does a dynasty retain its power throughout all generations. So that's a lot said in that. So much said in that. You talk about having arrogance. Like wealthy people, when you got a lot of money, I'm talking multi-millions, it's easy to get arrogant. It's easy to get arrogant because money, it gives you the ability to be powerful. People will change the way they act around you. They will treat you differently than they would somebody else. So understand that when you have a lot of money, careful with that sword, because that sword cuts both ways. You have to know how to wield that sword. You have to understand that, yes, this is a tool, but this is not who I am. I created the wealth. I can create more wealth. So don't let that be your everything. Let that be that one thing, that tool that helps you to help other people. Okay, so that was Proverbs 27, verse 23. Paying attention to the welfare. Also, check your money, check your bank account. One time, this happened to me on April Fool's Day. I remember because it's April Fool's Day in 2017. I think it was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. It was COVID-19 I did. Either 2018 or 2019, I woke up to check my bank account, and I see that $15,000 is missing. I was like, oh my God, someone was able to hack into my account and pull that money out. So thankfully, by the grace of God, USAA is a great bank, and I was able to get all my money back. So I'm a pretty much lifelong member of USAA. I'll never leave. That's just the way it is. But pay attention to your money. Pay attention where you're spending your money, where you're losing your money at, and find out if you can fix those holes. Okay, 27, verse 27. And there, make sure that there will be enough milk from your goats to sustain you, your family, and your serving girls. So when you have money, make sure give your money a budget. Give your money an assignment. So when you give your assignment, make sure you have enough money left over that you can give. I believe in giving 10%. You can't go wrong with that. You can't outgive God. So that's something you might want to think about doing. So anyway, so we'll go on a little bit further here. I'm gonna speed things up. Proverbs 28, verse 1. Right living. Okay, Proverbs 28, verse 1. It says, the wicked run away when no one is chasing them. The right living, however, stand their ground as boldly as lions. If you're doing right, you should not be afraid. The truth is never afraid. I had a girl here in Colombia. She said I was the father of her kid. Now I know damn well I use protection with this girl, okay? I have nothing to hide. I told her, I said, this is where I live. I said, we could do a test. I even said, let's do a test for this baby. And she didn't show up. Now, number one, I know it's not my kid because I use protection with her. Number two, the kid looks nothing like me, all right? And number three, I'm not hiding, okay? I'm here. I agree to do what you ask. I'll do any test you want. You want to do a test? Fine, let's do a test. Let's get this shit over with. I'm not afraid, and I'm not hiding because I'm telling the truth. I have nothing to hide. So the truth stands its ground. All right? Again, I'm not here to preach to anybody because I'm not better than anybody. I'm here to just share you what I learned. 28 verse 6. It is better to be a pauper walking in integrity than a dishonest man, even if he is rich. Look, there's another saying. It says, the truth uses the lies use the elevator, while the truth takes the stairs. It always comes back to you. All right? Proverbs 28 verse 7. Whoever follows God's teaching is a wise child, but the one who spends time with gluttons and drunks disgraces his parents. Don't dishonor your pedigree. If you have some people in your life that you enjoy hanging out with, but they're shitty people, they got no values, they lie all the time, they don't have a problem lying, and they're just not good people. Like, look, I hang around snakes sometimes, okay? But I know they're fucking snakes. And I don't spend a lot of time with them. I cut my time with them, I keep it short, and we do our thing, and I'm out of there. But I'm not going to spend fucking time with snakes because I know they're damn well snakes. Understand, you're playing with snakes. Don't dishonor your pedigree. I'll never marry a snake. You understand that so there's some women out there, there's some people out there, there's some guys out there, folks out there, they're fun people, but they don't add value to their life. They're never on their path to improvement. So limit your time with them. Now we're going to transition to the book The Hard Way. What's the difference between the bum and the rich man? Now again, the book The Hard Way was written by Brad Lee. I highly encourage you to check out this book, The Hard Way. Some of the lessons I learned. The difference between a bum and a rich man is the choices they made and the choices they continue to make. Isn't that powerful? I love that. Wow. So how you ask is the key. How you ask the subconscious mind, and you do the work. So remember, questions are the masters, answers are the slaves. So understand that if you ask yourself the right questions, you can change your life. You ask the subconscious mind, why do I keep making the same mistake? Why do I keep losing money on this? Why am I continually having this same issue? Find out the reason why, and then you'll discover how you can fix the problem. Ask the right questions and do the work. Life is made up of the choices that you make. You choose to be happy or you choose to be rich. It's a continual, constant choice that you continue to make. Most people are worried about others, what others will think of them, than to make the choice to win. I don't have that problem. If you don't like me, that's fine. You can leave out of my life. I don't need anybody that's not going to add value or helping me. I'm on a path, and nothing's going to set me off course. And you've got to be consistent. You've got to know to when to cut people off. Like I said before, if you want to hang around people that aren't adding value in their life and they're friends, they're family of yours, that's fine. You can do it. But just realize, limit your time with them. Don't spend too much time with them, because it's easier for them to bring you down than it is for you to go back up. Okay, so what happens is a lot of poor people, they'll do things, they'll make up things that other people think, and it paralyzes them, and they end up losing. So, let me give you an example of that. A lot of people will go up to speakers, or they'll go up to people and they'll be like, oh, well, I was going to ask you, but I didn't think you were interested, or I didn't think you would want to help. I didn't think you would want to take the time. I mean, if they're successful, wealthy people, they're giving people. One thing about wealth is it teaches you to be generous. Be generous with your time. And when you give, when you give your money or your time, you know that your money and your time is going to be given back to you. So you have to understand that when you do that, when you're giving, and you know that it's going to come back to you. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to think, oh, I'm worried about what this other person is going to think. No, fuck that. You gotta just go and ask. Look, I'm a single guy. Okay, I don't have a girlfriend right now. So I ask. If a beautiful girl's in my vicinity, I ask all of them. I'm not looking for the many. I'm looking for the one. So that's the thing, and I enjoy doing it. It's part of being a man, is being able to build that resilience and forge that fortitude to where I ain't ever gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going, keep fucking going, till I accomplish my goal. And that's the thing. You have to do that with life. You have to be willing to ask. You have to be willing to ignore what other people think. You got to be willing to watch where your money goes. You got to be willing to be of value, okay? Invest in other people. Invest your time, your money, and give. Be a giving person, okay? So anyway, hope this helps you. Thanks for watching. Take care.